Alrighty, so for the first lab video of the semester, I wanted to just go through um, getting a remote desktop to work on your computer and how we can access MATLAB from the K-State server. So first, I'm just going to literally type in KSU math department here, and then we can go to the first link. It pulls up the department website here. And if you'll see over here, we have computing resources on this first page. So we will click computing resources. And then once we do this, you'll see it comes to a page that's all about our computing resources that we offer here. So this top kind of section here of the web page is talking for remote desktop access. And so on the right here, kind of this column on the right, you don't need to worry about that. That's more of the departmental. Like for example, if I need to log in through my math department credentials, et cetera, et cetera. But MATLAB here, this is where we're going to be interested. And so once we have a remote desktop and the VPN down here, we'll go through those things. All we'll have to do is click on this icon here, and then you can see it'll give us MATLAB access through our KSU EID and password. So whenever you log into Canvas and Cases, these things, whatever you log in with that, this will get you to MATLAB as well. So first, when you are trying to download or access a remote desktop, but you're off campus, you're going to have to use a VPN, and we'll use the K-State VPN here. And you can follow the respective link, whether your system is running Windows or if you have a Mac. As you can see, I have a Mac, so I would follow these instructions here. And then if you click this, it brings you to a page that really step-by-step shows you how to download this VPN. And so first, like what you would do, I've done all this, right? You can see up here, if you follow my mouse, this little icon here is for the K-State VPN. You'll go to this website, sign in with your EID and password. You'll download well, for example, I'm on a Mac, so I downloaded the Mac agent. You can see in this picture here, there are 32 and 64-bit agents for Windows. Then it kind of gives you a step-by-step how to go through and install some settings you want to make sure to click, et cetera, et cetera. And once you have the Global Protect installed, so for a Mac, it comes up to the menu bar up here. For Windows, if you're using Windows, then let's see if I can find. If we go to Windows, you can just open the application from, it looks like just the Windows search there. And then for the portal address in both cases, once you open the application or open it from the menu bar, if you're on a Mac, then what you'll need to do is type in the given portal address. And it's not really highlighted too much on the web page. So once you open this, you can be like, well, what's this portal address? Like I wasn't given anything. Come back to the installation instructions here, and you can see what portal address to type in to your portal address there. Then that's where it will ask you for your K-State username and password, and then you can sign in. And so you'll go through these installation steps to download a VPN. And let's see if once you do, you can hit connect. It's going to ask here. I'll get mine, assuming I typed everything correctly. I mean, you type your EID and password in, and now I'm connected. And you can see up here, the icon lets me know I'm connected because I have this VPN kind of shield emblem now verifying that I'm connected to the VPN. And so once I'm connected to the K-State VPN, I will need a remote desktop application. And if you would like to use what I use, which I think would probably be the best, I don't want to say best, but most commonly used in MATLAB, or excuse me, in matrix theory that we run at K-State. So you can click here. This will take you to a list of desktop clients for the Microsoft Remote Desktop based on what client you're on, right? If you you can even access these on phones here, you see for Android and iOS. But if you're running Windows, then you'll download the app here. If you're running Mac, you'll download the app here, which is what I did. And then you'll go through just your standard installation so that the application is then on whatever device you'll be trying to access the remote desktop from. And now once that's downloaded, the icon down here, if you can see on my screen at the bottom there, it says Microsoft Remote Desktop. And once you have the Microsoft Remote Desktop installed, you should be ready to click MATLAB. And once you click MATLAB, you can see I've had to download this a handful of times. You'll just download this, open, and it will open your Microsoft Remote Desktop. And here will come up the mathwin2 math.ksu.edu. And with this, you can log in, or sorry, that should be the departmental. So I have, again, right? Let's see, we have the math CPU here. This should be our, so pardon me on that. What we should see is the mathcpu.math.ksu.edu. This will come up as a remote desktop PC, right? So we're trying to access the math server remotely, and that's what I just downloaded here. That showed earlier that I had downloaded. And so now I'll type in my credentials, and I should be able to log in to the math server. I'm connecting to this certificate. Okay, that's fine. Hit continue. And now you can see I am, via this remote desktop, I'm connected to the math server and I'm still in Kansas, but I'm about 3 hours away from K-State. So I'm not even in Manhattan, Kansas this summer. And now I have access to the K-State server, specifically the math server here. And you'll notice right away that at the top here, in the top left, we have access to MATLAB. And if we just double click this application, the MATLAB software boots up. And this is where we will be accessing our software to go through the labs. And what I want to do, you can see this is for classroom license, right? This software costs, I think it's about $800 a year for like a yearly license. And then if you want to purchase it for a lifetime, I believe a license for MATLAB is $2,200. So going through this process to be able to access the K-State server from your own desktop is always worth it. So what I think I'll do here is this showed us kind of where and how to find and download everything we need to get to MATLAB. And so what I'd like to do here is I will probably stop here. And in the next video, what I'll do is, now that we are able to access MATLAB, well, then what I can do is say, like, here, how do we create a new script? How do we, this is a command window. This command window here will only take single commands at a time, but say we want to write like an entire script, right, for an entire program and things like this. And I'll start to go through the basics of MATLAB. And so that's where we'll go from here. Hopefully this video gave us a good idea of how to find and access a remote desktop, the K-State VPN, and get to MATLAB. If there are any troubles, and I think every semester there are always some technical difficulties from computer to computer. If you cannot access MATLAB, please let me know as soon as possible, and then maybe we can meet during office hours or something, and you could share your screen and I can try to walk you through how to combat any technical issues we run into. So that's where I'll stop for now, and then in the next video we'll start to actually look at some functions of MATLAB.